If only, right? But that could happen with this deck. And as you know, I love Orbeetle VMAX. Also, hey, welcome everybody. Orbeetle VMAX is a friend of mine, and I saw, oh my gosh, with rotation coming, we're going to say goodbye to Alolan Sandslash. And I like the idea of trying to use him again. And Orbeetle VMAX, Eerie Beam, G-Max Wave, such a fun card. It's all about spreading damage and just healing. Like, the whole deck is, you don't really worry about taking out stuff, so you just sit back and just heal. Heal, 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 without hardly having to worry about attacking, and your opponent loses. That's what's fun. But, you can do more attacking now, thanks to Alolan Sandslash, Sandslash GX. Spiky Storm GX, any Pokemon that has a damage counter on it, you do 100 to them. So, Orbeetle or Eerie Beaming once, you do 110, and it could knock out baby ones, as you saw in that neat little opener with just testing the deck out to see how well it is in practice. How nice it would be if they all had like just basics out, and you go evolve, do a couple of Eerie Beams, and then boom, good. How nice would that be? But again, here's the deck list. It's your typical, in a sense, Orbeetle VMAX deck list, but utilizing the awesome Alolan Sandslash. I've tried them before. It just, this one, maybe this will work. Note, we'll be honest, this isn't the best Orbeetle VMAX build. It's a fun build, but because of this addition of it, it kind of, you'll get more losses than you normally wouldn't with this deck, because this deck, quite a lot of wins. But if you don't know the basics of the deck, you can always go check another video of mine about Orbeetle VMAX, and it's all pretty much these cards, but now we're just adding in the Alolan lines, which is nice. I like the idea of this, and it's fun. And that's why it's sad there's only one copy of Cheryl. Cheryl's, all the healing cards, I mean, they take a hit, you heal a lot, and you just, it's hard for your opponent to do anything while you're just doing a little bit of damage here. The Guzman Hollows are great. Melalana's great. Again, the Pokédolls are a nice little bonus, a little effect. And the Snorlax for setting up. Same thing in Caitlyn. Bring back your healing cards if you wanted to, for example. And then this one does play Marnie's. And what I really like about this is that because it's a GX, the Alolan Sandslash is a GX, you have the awesome option of having Red and Blue, a very underrated tag team supporter, but one of the best in my opinion, because I loved it in Dark Box for the longest time, and it works well for this. I mean, you can go right away. You'll see in a match where it's basically, we go first, we set up, we put our stuff out, next turn, we evolve, we have that, we do this, or Alolan Sandslash goes in and bam, starts doing what it has to do, and it's a couple of pretty nice matches coming up. So you do have some grass, you have a little bit of the water energy, you're going to need that for the Alolan Sandslash. But you also have a copy of the Aurora and the Capture Energy still, but the only downside is there isn't enough Capture Energies and stuff in here, I think, so it's hard to get. Sometimes I feel like it's hard to set up, but not. But there's a lot of switching in here, and then the telescopic side to do a little bit more damage. But this is a fun Orbeetle VMAX deck again, and Alolan Sandslash. Before rotation, I think we finally found a deck where you really do shine pretty well, and I'm glad, because I've always liked this card. Just, it was very underwhelming. And this time, let's get into a match here. I'm hoping, you know, with this, it actually was a lot better than just those normal decks, in my opinion, because Orbeetle VMAX is so good at spreading the damage around. But also, like, comment, subscribe. Whoops. Like, comment, subscribe. You know, and thanks for all that. And it's a fun deck. Try it while you can. Everyone excited about, what do you call it? Evolving Skies coming out already soon. Generations, I just hope we're able to get some stuff, because there's a lot of neat things here. I'm really tired of this. It's not worth it, people. It's not worth it to spend, let's say the Marnie set. The Marnie set's $40. If you're spending double that for it, it's not worth it. Just wait until eventually they get to be in stores. They're going to reprint them again and put them out again. Hey, he's weak to us. This is nice. I like it. So that's interesting. That's what I'm going to say on that. It's ridiculous that stores, Pokemon, don't seem like they care enough to battle. You know, as long as they get their money, right? They don't care if it all goes to just a small handful of people who are going to charge double, triple, quadruple the price of the product, as long as they get their money, which is a shame for, as I've said in other videos, kids that this game is supposedly marketed to, they're not going to be able to get that stuff. They can't afford that. Their parents aren't going to want to sit there and spend, $200 on a Marnie set. You're crazy. Not even. I wouldn't even spend. Again, I wouldn't spend double on a Marnie set. $5, $10 more, maybe, but that's it. I'm good. I'm glad I got mine. I just ashamed that my buddy couldn't get it, and then you find out Pokemon Center didn't put it out the day of the release, so people are waiting. And then suddenly I look over a couple days ago and it said sold out on the site. So I'm like, when did they put it up on the site? How is anybody supposed to have known that the Marnie set was going to be on the Pokemon Center site? It doesn't make sense. You're not, people who are waiting, it should have been up the day of, not a week later or something. You know what I'm saying? So I feel bad for people who didn't get it, who are waiting, and they can't get it now because Pokemon didn't care enough to tell people, hey, it's on the site, or here you guys go, whatever. They limit it to one, but that doesn't stop people. You can still get bots and everything to do this. So shame on Pokemon for doing this, people who wanted that Marnie set. You could all be like, but didn't you? It's like, I'm good. I got it. So it doesn't matter. I'm talking about people I know who are upset. They can't do it. Other people, I'm sure. But let's see what we got so far. Back into this. So hopefully Generations and stuff. There's some neat stuff coming out of Generations. Celebrations. That's what it is. Celebrations. So hopefully people who want to just get the collectibles, that want the collectibles, can get it, instead of people who are like, I'm going to take all of the stuff and then I'm going to sell it to the people who want it. Hopefully those people burn in where for all eternity, because they're just evil people, and I feel sorry for people. It's not worth it. If I can't get it, I move on, because I'm not going to be stupid and spend more than the product is worth. We're in a good setup again. I mean, they didn't do any paint and dust with the Orbeetle. Onto our Orbeetle, so we're good. There's the new Marnie right there, as you can see. Ranting over. We did pretty good taking that first hit because we ate the grass. So that was nice. Yeah. Now they got to wait a turn for Eternatus here, but Eternatus really isn't the threat. And I'm just sitting here wondering, should I, since they have a small hand, but then I have no hand, basically. And here's where it's going to be really nice for us next turn. Next turn, like, I'm not afraid of this. They have to put a lot of Zigzagoon pings onto us. But keep watching. This is where it's going to be very nice. We're down 4 prizes. I mean, we're 4 prizes left. And we're going to get more than that. Spoilers. Because we have Tag Call in hand. Our Orbeetles have the U-turns on there. So, the smart thing for them to do would be not to go after the Orbeetle, but to go after the Alolan Sandslash. Next turn, I'm going to get red and blue. And we're going to be knocking out, unless they evolve, I mean, oh my gosh, see, they're going for the Orbeetle kill. Not a smart move by my opponent, because the threat is this Alolan Sandslash. Because why? That wasn't enough to knock it out either. So it's just, here we go. So we're going to take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to take at least 5 prizes on this. So, game over. It's been fun. Because I'm just looking through. Yeah, I mean, that's all we have to do. Just want to do some more commentary, because apologies for the rant. But with the stuff coming up, they need to do a better job for people who want this stuff there. Fans shouldn't have to spend more on these products than they have to, right? It's a shame. These companies need to do a better job on this. They can't keep blaming you-know-what forever. Come on. You got to start blaming yourselves. No one ever takes blame for, themselves anymore, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to red and blue. This is where the awesome red and blue combo just comes in. I love that card. We don't need that one there. We don't need the other Orbeetle anymore, because it's game over. We'll get our Sandslash. And because what's great is, look what's going to happen. Now we have it's fully, and they're probably sitting there thinking, what's so special about this? I mean, really? Look what I'm going to do. I'm going to be taking, look at that. Watch this. This is basically that neat little intro opening, only one Pokemon shy. Look at that. And that's why it's beautiful. That's why it's brilliant. And yeah! Alolan Sandslash, MVP, buddy. You did it. And this is why I'm like, finally, I feel like, I don't know why it wasn't thought of before. I'm like, yay for coming up with this. I'm glad. Seeing this list floating around, I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, why didn't I think of it? I love Orbeetle, and I've been wanting to have Sandslash work, and bam. Alolan Sandslash. Finally, I feel like is doing well in here. Who are we going against on this one? Ice Rider Calyrex, I assume. I feel like we don't have to worry about too much on this either. The only downside is the damage output from our Orbeetle isn't going to do anything because... So what we're going to have to do is make sure they don't use up, you know, their one attack. Their main attack, doing the 250 by discarding 2 energy. We want them to basically, I guess, attack our babies and stuff like that, our dolls, so they won't waste that way, because we're going to be only doing 50 damage to them with the Orbeetles, and that's not enough, instead of, say, 150 with the Orbeetles, which is nice. Which is better, obviously. Nicer. Capture energy, the Mews aren't important at all. We have a Sandslash, we don't have an Orbeetle up. At the same time, I feel like we're going to need some draw. Because we have the Orbeetle VMAXs in hand. Let's see. Shuffling them down there. Let's see if we can get anything. Yeah, it's a shame we have to waste that energy on the Mew instead of just putting 3 damage counters on something. But, best to have Snorlax out there, a happy little Gormandizer. Get us some cards, and really nothing again. So we're getting nothing out of our first turn. It's going to be a while. But we got to keep them. Luckily enough, we have the Snorlax, we have a Mew, we have a doll. We can keep them at bay. Hopefully for a couple of turns until we get, I mean, we had the VMAXs, 2 of them, they have the shuffle to the bottom. By doing that, we end up getting the 2 Vs. Go figure. Since they already played that, they can't do that yet. I'll get the frickin' Sonic the Hedgehog music in there, the chemical one. Dun 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 bum 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 bum. I mean, sheesh. And of course, Orbeetle VMAX isn't going to be able to spread damage around right now. No clue what to do right now. Think real hard. Because we're going to get, like, no draw from Snorlax. We put at least one of those down. Do that. Have that for next turn. Well, we have a lot of water. We don't need that. And let's get rid of a doll. It's not important. We already have a doll out. We have another one. It's not, like I said, important right now, and of course we don't have any more special energy, but whatever. Well, we shall get rid of that. We shall put a water onto you, and I really feel like holding that, but then we'll be drawing one less card. Because they're just going to be able to do it next turn. At least they lost one of those quick shooters. And we got another one of those Pokemon Communications, which is garbage in our hand because we have nothing to use it with. But I mean, I don't see the point. Because they can just Path to the Peak. Get rid of it when I can't even do anything with it. Because what's the point of getting up the VMAX, freeing himself from the Path to the Peak, when I can't get him the active to do the Eerie Beaming? So we're going to have our Snorlax take the hit. He gave us a lot of cards, a lot of nothing cards. But he did his job and helped thin the deck out. Hopefully closer to getting a Pokemon or a draw support card, or we're just going to have to go with... which won't be a bad thing, I guess, because we'll be getting rid of their back row. And we'll be taking 3 prizes, and we'll be getting rid of their back row. They won't be able to get their quick shooters or their shady dealings. Inteleon, and they won't be able to get another Drizzile. So I can't complain. I think that's the best route to go. Now, if they all have damage counters on, they're all going to get knocked. They're just going to have him. I could have probably done something else, but no, I don't want to get rid of all his energy either. So I think we're good here. I think that was the best route. Put one on you, might as well. Retreat. And take out that back row. I mean, we take 3. They take 2 more, so we're down 3-3. But the good thing is they can't do anything else for their searching for a long time, which is nice. Because I knew that was going to happen. That's why I didn't want to do it the turn earlier. You just knew they were going to do it. I had to do it where at least I could pull that off. And we're good. Remember, I can't have more than 4 cards in my hand. My hand has been... If they were paying attention, they would have known I wasn't really able doing much with my draws. And I've been marked into a better hand, in my opinion, so I'm okay with it. We got ourselves another Orbeetle. And we got ourselves tag calls. Oh... Schmagoogie. So then we just got Marnie did something good for once, and then of course that wasn't enough. Apparently we couldn't even have more than 4 cards in our hand. We had to go down to 3. 4 was too many for this guy. 4 was too many for this guy. Not confident in his deck enough to let the opponent have 1 extra card in their hand, huh? Two dead cards in her hand, though. Gotta love it. But they're going to have to rely on Melanie's. I'm like, do I do 50? Or do I retreat into a... The choices are yours, and yours alone! Legends of the Hidden Temple. Come on, people, get with it. Alright, alright. Yeah, we're going to go into a Doll. Going to the Doll, going to a Doll, going to a Doll. This game would have been pretty much closer to over if we didn't get stamped. So funny thing about Reset Stamp. Every time I play Reset Stamp, I always reset them into a perfect hand, and it doesn't do anything. They can be down to 1 prize, and I'm like, Reset Stamp! Oh, it's the Boston order I needed to win. I was like, of course! Me, I get stamped, I get 2 dead cards in hand. It's like, Nice. Still a dead card. There's no point of really do anything. See, what I'm thinking is pass. Then we're going to put 2 energy on to attack. Then I can do 150 to it. See how much, they played 1 Melody. They're down 4 waters. A couple buckets. They got 1 energy in hand. They can't search out that energy anymore. What? You don't want to reset me down to 3 again? Oh my gosh. Why didn't you want to do that? There we go. Melanie. Yeah, see, this is also what's great about this. They're going to deck out because if they want to do anything, that goes back to my hand. I don't think did this person not know what U-turn board does? See, as good as they have the 2 energy, now I can do 150 damage. Dead card after dead card. I like it. I don't. That's 150. They'll be down to 260, and then they can't one-shot my Orbeetle anyway, and then I take them out. Well, would be able to take them out if I could just Eerie Beam more damage, because then I'd still be like 10 shy. So just sit back. You can sit hiding. You're down to 12 cards in your deck. See, I put that onto him because this one has 2 energy. If he gets pulled down, I don't want him. I can always discard an energy to retreat. This one here needs that free retreat cost. So I'm like, yeah, either way, he can boss out. See, he's gonna boss out someone. He's gonna, but then you're wasting your energy on this water, and you're wasting a lot of energy, guy. You're wasting. That's why I did that. You're wasting a lot of energy. I mean, a lot of energy. That's what's so great about the Orbeetle deck. It's like this thing just sits back and lets the opponent deck out, waste everything, just to not take any prizes. Down 2 bosses, 2 melodies, 6 energy. 1 on there. And we're just going to boss that out because if they need to retreat, excuse me, they're going to have to waste an energy on that, and then that's 1 less energy on their guy who attacks. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I wouldn't have done that. You could tell I was clearly dead hand this whole time, and now you just saved me from a dead hand. You know what I'm saying? That was not the right move. Where do they get? Depend. Well, whoever they get is going to depend on it. Is they just going to switch? But why? They going to get something to get energy? But why? But they're down to 9 cards. I don't think they have much energy left. I mean, get a boss if they have a 3rd boss. And here's where it's really nice. They're going to play that and not have any water. I don't know what that was for. When you searched through to look for your item, did you look to see if he had water energy? So what was the point? Thank you. A lot of misplays on my opponent. Good for them. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Good job. Look what we did. We knocked out the back row and that screwed him over. Great deck. Really fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Great job to Alolan Sandslash. And great team together. Great deck. Try it out. This has been
Professor TCG.